Hello everybody, my name is Apurva and today I'm going to be showing you how to take care of a caterpillar. Obviously not physically as I'm sharing this whiteboard, but basically what things to do. So basically I myself took care of a caterpillar. My friend gave it to me because she found it and she couldn't take care of it, so she gave it to us. I mean she did, but she decided that she would give it to us. And we took care of it, it became a butterfly, it was beautiful. So first you need a jar, at least a gallon size jar, okay? You need a big jar. Now if you find caterpillar eggs, and actually, yeah, if you find eggs, then just keep the eggs like here or inside the jar on the leaves there and just keep them here. But then again, when they are eggs, there are lots of caterpillars. So then it may be harder because a lot of caterpillars could mean a lot of butterflies and they could develop at different rates. So generally, I would recommend you find a caterpillar. Okay, and so what you want to do is first you want to know what its home plant is. So if you find it on a bush, make sure that you know what that plant is. If you don't know, then just take the plant from that leaves, those leaves, because usually caterpillars will only eat the leaves of their home plant. That's why the butterfly laid the eggs on the that plant because it knows the caterpillar babies will eat it. So make sure you have that plant in your big jar. And make sure you get a caterpillar because if you have eggs, when they all hatch, you're gonna have so many caterpillars and it's gonna be kind of hard. Or you can have eggs and when they hatch, you can like move out the other caterpillars and just keep one right now. That's your choice. Or then keep an eye on those eggs on that plant, and the day you see the eggs are not there, you can find the caterpillars on that plant. They won't go off the plant, and you can take one of them. So so you need like a couple of thick branches inside here, some thick branches, so they can climb around and stuff. And when they start, they're pretty small. I didn't get to see that small stage; it was already pretty big. Okay, but if you do, they're pretty small and they get a lot bigger. Basically, I had a common monarch caterpillar, which turned into a beautiful black butterfly with some white on it. It was beautiful. Anyways, but that when we read on Google about it, it said that when it is born, it grows 30,000 times larger. Obviously, we didn't get it when it was just born, but still, you can understand that. So, that's the way it works. And so, after you have the plant, identify a caterpillar. That's a very important step. And also, make sure the jar is sealed, but with something breathable like some net or a cloth. You should not don't have a tight seal, otherwise the caterpillar will suffocate to death. It needs ventilation. Otherwise, it is going to suffocate to death. Anyways, so make sure you have some kind of mesh, but make sure that mesh is not has holes so big that the caterpillar can live. So that's what you want to ensure. You want to ensure you have a mesh such that the caterpillar won't live, but yet it's not no holes so that the caterpillar doesn't suffocate. So here's the thing. After this step and you have your leaves and whatever, you need to clean its poo poo. Yes, caterpillars poop, unfortunately. So from their butt, so caterpillars are like this. Now I've seen my caterpillar poop. So it's like this, and then here the like the back part of the caterpillar, like a tiny black ball pops out. Now it might be different for different caterpillars, so you better check how your poop looks accordingly. Mine was black dots, so I'm just gonna draw that right now. And common mornas eat curry patta leaves, so that's why I put curry patta or curry leaves. Okay. Anyways, so they will poop, and if you don't clean their poop, it will become an unsafe habitat. So before you do this, in your jar setup, before you put any plants, make sure there's a tissue paper on the bottom where all the poop can fall, so you can just dump that out. Maybe a couple of leaves in it, but otherwise, this the poop will come out. And that tissue paper, make sure you keep that moist so that the environment is moist because caterpillars don't drink water. They take the moisture from the leaves. So if the leaves get too dry, they can die of dehydration. So with all things into account, you have to wait till it grows. And what happened to my thing is make sure you know how your life cycle is. Because if you don't, certain time you might think your caterpillar is dead and throw it when it's actually Not, it's a part of its life cycle. Like our caterpillar was so big the night before, and then in the morning when we saw it, it was like tiny. And we are like, oh god, what happened? Then when we saw the life cycle, we realized no, it's not dying. It's in its pre-pupa stage, and then later the next day it was a complete pupa. And so yeah, everything was fine. So that's why you need to know what happens to your caterpillar. And then when it's a pupa, now there are a few options. You should just leave the pupa and know what happened like on the last day of the pupa, whatever. Like for the common Mormon. Is it Mormon? Yeah, common Mormon. That the common Mormon. What happens is the pupa becomes a little blackish on the bottom. So that means because the butterfly is black, duh. So that means that it's going to come out the next day. And these common Mormons open up at early morning. So we forgot to leave our jar open. So when we got up, the butterfly was there. Yes, he flew. He was alive. Don't worry. But if you want to still see him, you know what flowers when the butterfly has. So if you want like the day before when you know that it's going to come out, but you still want to see the butterfly in the jar and then let him go out free, then you can leave that particular flower. Like common Mormons have like a couple of flowers, and one of them I remember is jasmine. So if you put like a jasmine or whatever flowers they drink nectar from, at least they'll survive in the jar. And by the time you come to see it, and when you see it, you can see it, click a picture, send it, and then open the mesh, keep it outside the window, and let it fly. And so that's basically how you take care of a caterpillar. I know that's what we did, and as long as you keep good care, clean as poop, and when it's in its pupa stage, you just have to do nothing. Just keep a watch for when it's going to erupt. Otherwise, do nothing. When it's in its caterpillar stage, make sure the leaves are moist. Make sure there's a new supply of leaves if it's eating them all up. You need to make sure that it's moist. The poop is cleaned. So that's actually the hardest stage, the point where it's a caterpillar. And even if you have eggs, it's not that hard because the eggs are just waiting to hatch. The caterpillar is the hardest stage to take care of. And a butterfly, you just let it find on its own because a butterfly you cannot keep as a pet, unfortunately, because they need space. They need space to fly. Okay, thank you everybody for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel to support me. Like this video if you like it, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss out another video. Bye.